Okay, welcome back everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning. We're going to do our pumpkin collage for the month of October. I try to do something like this. Usually it's with a real pumpkin so it doesn't last. But I have a couple posted on Instagram for the last couple years, I think. And then I showed these last time, but I've done masks with the same kind of thing. So like it's my same collage mixed media process, but with masks. So I'll show you these. This is a half mask, and they are varnished and everything. This one, and this one. So it's going to be kind of the same thing. And we hope it turns out, because there's no practice, there's no do-overs. Thanks, Eileen. So anyway, when I've done the pumpkins in the past, of course they rot. You got to throw them away. Hubster usually takes them to work, and keeps them on his desk because it looks kind of festive. And but this year I bought a fake one, and it's like doesn't weigh a thing, but at least it won't. It can be kept, right? So that's what we're going to do today. Got some baby wipes here, and I picked a few things out of Abandoned Book. Not the one that I work in. I have two copies of the Abandoned, what's it called, Abandoned Places. And so one that I work in, and one I use for cutting up. Don't email me after we just did that book chat. Anyway, thanks, Lindsay. So hopefully the light is not too flashed out, but it's bright enough to see us working here. So I did pick these fractals off of a calendar. I'm thinking I want to base coat everything with these fractals. And I'd love to be able to get this part right here. Let me see if I should just cut that out. If you tear collage, it blends much easier. But in this case, I'm probably going to at least start. Let's just start with this section here. And you're going around, if you use a big piece like this and you're going around something, it's kind of like fabric. You've got to put darts in it, cut it to make it. And then this part I will just use for filling in like randomly. So that's kind of the idea. Let me get a couple baby wipes at the ready. Keep my hands as clean as possible. I love fractals too. I don't like making, now Eileen, you probably make them digitally. I don't make them, and All right, so what I'm thinking is cutting out the center here. To do here on top. I think that would look cool. Now you really have to cut, bend, and fold because you're on a bumpy round surface, right? So that's, I'm going to try that. And then somewhere on maybe the bottom or something, I'd like to have this big watch. I'd like to have this on there somewhere. It may, let's see, let's cut some of the chain off there. If I want it on there again. Let's kind of eyeball it. This is from a calendar. Because y'all know I love my element of time on things, on my collages. And then this piece here we could just tear. So we'll try to incorporate that. I don't need that sand. Now let's go ahead and just get that bit off. They're easy to make digitally, yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking this will be like folded and bent and around there. And then I'm thinking somehow on the bottom I would like this. But then I'm also going to use different bits of Abandoned Places thing. Like I'd love to have stairs. I'd love to have windows. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, and I don't know why I was so careful about cutting out the middle, because I'm going to have to slice it anyway. Where's my scissors? Where'd they go? Over here. To make it, fold. So I'm thinking I'll just kind of, right now, I'm just going to kind of bend it. Let's see how many I can do. All right, so I can probably do 3 little sections. I can probably do 3 at a time before it starts to really, because I'm going to have to really wet this down, right? I may, you know what? I bet I should. Let me do that. Let me get a little bowl of water and soften this paper a little. Let me just even, I don't need a bowl. Let's see here. Let me just get, here's one of my palettes. Even if I just put a little bit of water in here and just moisten it. So if I just want to just moisten the paper just to get it a little bit more flexible, right? So let's just let's do that for a second. And I'm just going to work, I'll do in sections all the way around. So let me just cut sections here and try to keep them together so they kind of match as we go around. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't work, hey, it's okay. All right, so now that's nice and flexible, right, with the water. So now I'm going to take my matte medium, and I just use golden matte medium in all my collage. This is my glue for all my collage, and let's just start here. Oh, I got a lot of water in my brush still. Hang on. Let's start over. That's too watered down. I got a lot of, because I just pulled this. I keep my glue brushes in water. They're the only brushes I keep in water, but I didn't dab it out. So let's start that process over. Here, there we go. Okay, and now let's put a little on the back here and start kind of molding it. There. Gotta be careful not to tear. I can see that's going to be, and just kind of push it into the crevices. I really just want this color, the idea of the color of these fractals, because it's fall colors. See? Could have used napkins too, but napkins leave texture. That's the only thing about napkins, is the texture, which it's okay in my napkin journal, but alright, so now I might just have to finger paint this, or finger glue. Alright, now let's go to the next one. I think I got them out of order actually. Let's see here. Go around. Okay, so let's get it wet. If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, but this is like an on-the-fly process here. All right, so now I'm going to go to the next section. Just doing one section at a time. I think one year we did Star Wars. Maybe it was last year. Star Wars. Themed. Okay, I can't overlap too much or I'm going to run out of fractals. Because I think this just fits. So. Let's just kind of push it into the pumpkin there like this. And this stuff is hard to get off your hands if you don't have a craft scrubby. Just saying. Matte medium works. It works so well. It's hard to get. I usually take it off if I can't get some off with craft scrubby, which craft scrubby usually does it. But if it's really dried and crusty, I have to get fingernail polish remover. Gluing the pumpkin. Take 21. I know, Brisbane, right? Okay, so this is how we're working it here. If it gets too flashed out, guys, I'll clean my hands and turn down the light. Okay, so let's just keep rolling with it. The next piece, I'm just kind of going around. And I'm not leaving it in the water long, just a second or two. 30 seconds, whatever. So anyway, that's enough right there. Let's kind of bring it back down. It's kind of like decoupage, you know? You feel like you're decoupaging. And it being wet makes it more malleable. So, since we talked about the books that I like, no, they're not what I'm reading now in the last segment. I've read those are years old. But tell me some if y'all want. Tell me like some of your very favorite books. And of course, I know we all have hundreds of favorites if we're readers. But maybe just tell me a favorite book. And I'll try to watch chat and see. Like making spring rolls. Yeah, Connie. Oh my gosh, yes. With the what's that phyllo dough or whatever? I don't think it's phyllo dough. Anyway, yeah. What's some of y'all's favorite books? I should make the reader girls start first. Jen and Book Nester and Shalene and those that read. Make them talk first. Fess up, girls. Fess up. Or at least say, do you like mysteries or do you like biographies, nonfiction? What do you have a favorite? See, there's a little gap right there. I missed a little bit right there. Prisma likes Little Women. Terry liked the Harry Potter. I told you, Terry, I bought them to read them years ago, and Cam probably went because he read them all, as they came, and then as they came out. When he started, probably when he was 7 or 8 or whenever. And then I got a set, and he said, "Oh, you got a nice set of the Harry Potter." Before I even got to read them, so I gave them to him, and I never read the Harry Potter. Of all the reading I've done, I have not read the Harry Potter, and I've not seen any of the movies because I don't like to watch the movies, just like Game of Thrones. I haven't read Game of Thrones yet, so I don't want to see the movie. Now, Outlander, I watched Outlander because I read all the Outlander books. But I have not watched nor read Harry Potter or Game of Thrones. Y'all can email me on that. Jean, lighter reading, Undomesticated Goddess, Sophie Kinsella. Is that a mystery, Jean, or? I know I love mysteries too. Worth borrowing back. Yeah, I don't know if he'd let me borrow him back. Cameron likes he's one of those, don't talk to him about everything going electronic. His eyes will glaze over and he'll get a look in his face of complete and total sadness. He loves his real books. Um, Jim likes true crime, mysteries, biographies of stars of Golden Age or Hollywood. Oh, there's a lot of those. See, Hubster likes those too. The Golden Age of Hollywood, Jen. I'll have to look through his books on that. I'll probably be able to find you some good ones. Squaw Moon, VC Andrews. I haven't read VC and the Attic series. Squaw Moon. Probably since when they came out, which that's a long time ago. Marsha, Game of Thrones, reading right now. Dan Brown, Jean, Angels and Demons. Yeah, I read all those as they came out. But yeah, Jean, yeah. Missing some. Pat is Jurassic Park, Da Vinci Code, Harry Potter. Can't pick just one. Oh, y'all are talking about your favorites now, not just ones you're reading. Gotcha. That's what I asked. So I asked some of your favorites. So, Squaw Moon read all of Green Gables. Prisma. I'm shocked you get on the horn and talk to Santa Claus. I know, Prisma. I do want to read. Mom's read them all. She can't believe I haven't read them all either. British Crime, Ruth Rendell, Daisy said. Suzanne read all of V.C. Andrews. I haven't read well, yeah, if you now Squiggly Bandit, do you mean you haven't read a book or you listen to audiobooks? Because like Jean is probably totally audiobooks now, and I'm probably going to head that way. I love my books, I'll still collect them, but I don't know how to listen to them to do it. And I've never listened to an audiobook ever. I know, that's terrible. I mean, I've listened to, that's got to go in the water. I've listened to excerpts, of course. We've all listened to excerpts of reading. But I've never listened to a whole audiobook. Hey, Mer. Mer likes books that just strike our fancy. Francis, classics, history, nonfiction, sci-fi. Yeah, I used to love sci-fi and sci-fi, but when it all kind of went fantasy, it just wasn't the same to me. Sci-fi, kind of now there's still some out there, but it's just not the same as, Heinlein and Isaac Asimov and I don't know. Um, yeah, Denise reads, and Denise, I have that book to read. I still have that book to read that you recommended to me, and I do have it, and I bought it, and I'm reading it, but not recently. I want to start reading the Michael Bay books. I have all 7. Victoria said, squiggly. I know. We all do the art thing. Okay, so now, let me see. Well, I was going to move my camera for y'all to see. Look, all right, I'm going to move the camera. Wait. There's the diva up under the lamp. Don't knock my lamp over, diva. We'll have a big trouble if you knock that lamp over. Come here. No, don't get back there, diva. You can't get out. Oh my gosh, diva. Come here. Don't go between those bookshelves. Come here. Come on. Here, let me move this so you can get down. Come on. So y'all can see the diva. If she goes between those bookcases, it's a straight drop down. There's no crack there. I'd have to be moving books to get her out. Oh my gosh. All right, let me get you down. Seriously, let me get you down. All right, here. Come here. Don't jump back there. There you go. Go to the window. Okay, so she won't let me touch her or pick her up. She ran into the window. Okay. Oh my gosh, that kind of scared me a little. If she got behind the bookcases are like this, butted up against each other. If she went down there 3 feet, I don't know. I don't know how I'd get her out of there without moving books. I mean, shelves of books. A day without reading is a day like without breathing. I really used to believe that. Now I do so much art for y'all and for, other things that I don't read near as much as I used to, Denise. Not near. I could read an Outlander book in 24 hours, just not stopping. Yeah, I just don't read as much anymore. And so now when I do read, it's a lot of nonfiction. I don't read like my mysteries, my British mysteries I showed y'all earlier. I don't have time to read those anymore. I read nonfiction. I read history and nonfiction. I don't read a lot of fiction anymore. Yeah, I do not want her behind those shelves there. Okay, so let's keep rolling here. Let's put another piece in the water. Here's my little tray of water here. I read everything because I get my hand, everything you get your hands on, Dot. Yeah. I do so much art and shows and videos now. That takes up a lot of my reading time. This all does. Yeah, no, I wipe my hands before I wouldn't get glue on the kitty. No, I wouldn't do that. But I think I'm going to run out of these pieces. I'm going to have to just cut some of that random stuff down. But this is a lot of this is going to get covered up anyway with abandoned places. This is just like my base to have the orange color in it, It's kind of like my base. And I am trying to keep my hands a little clean as I go. Dee Dee, you need to embrace the fact you have an art buddy. Oh yeah, I've had cats all my lives, guys. She is just, she doesn't like to be, you can't touch her. I've never picked her up. We've had her for 2 months. She's a rescue cat. We cannot pick her up. She'll come to me and lay down and let me pet her. I cannot, if I make any, like, if I went to reach for her, she's gone. So, all right, so let's see. I'm going to make some little triangle bits here. see. I need more like this shape. So let's, oh, this got one here. We need a couple more. Recently, audiobook convert because I can art and listen. Yeah, I usually watch, I don't have a TV in the studio, so I watch videos, podcasts, that kind of thing while I'm in here, which is most of the day, right? Um, and the reason that I want to go more for audiobook, for one, is because I can do other things while I'm listening, but also because my eyes are just not as, with two surgeries and trifocals. I can't read anything really tiny. I mean, I can, but I can't do it comfortably. So, like, I could read all those books I was reading to y'all, but I can't comfortably read for hours like that because I'm, straining my eyes when I do that. So, I have to at least read hardbacks, at the least. The type, like 10, 12 point, something like that. I'm not sure what the point is. 8 to 10. I can't read paperbacks anymore. You got, oh, you just watched your polychromos. Oh, yay, Dot. Good for you. Let's see. How am I going to put this one right here, maybe? So I only need like 2 more pieces here. Just nice and saturated and just molding it to the pumpkin. I'm sure this is fascinating to watch. But it's the base, right? It's the base. Somebody's telling Janet to get to a Michael's. What happened? Why do you need to go? Somebody tell me why we need to go to Michael's. I missed that. Janet, what's going on? What's at Michael's? Someone tell me. I missed it. Okay, I think one more. I don't like that shape. Let me get another. All right, let me clean my hands off a little here. Yeah, I know. But large print's not in every book. I go to the bookstore. I mean, a lot of books I want to read are only in paperback, or they're still oversized paperback, but it's not near big. Oh, she has more coupons. Ah, yes. I'm on their email list. I got my 50% off coupon. I don't know that I need anything, though. Just saying. Okay, let's do one more spot here. Okay, let's pick up some of this. And I'll have to get a new piece of, because this is getting really goopy. Goopy. Let's see, maybe right like that. Okay, we made it all the way around the top. Yeah, they're not in the store yet. Mine, at least mine. They don't come in till like the 20th or something. The new Jane Davenport watercolors and mermaid markers. Because I talked to my guy the last time I went in there. I said, you remember I called you about the Jane Davenport? And yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's not in yet. Not in the stores. Not in my store anyway. Need a part of the equation. No wonder I failed at math. Yes, I know, Katie. They do, and that's another thing. I could go to the library. I know. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Here's the thing. I could go to the library one day a week and not stream that day. So Monday or Wednesday, I could go to the library and no stream that day. Yeah, see, it just, there's a balance there. So I buy my books. I go to the bookstore. I go to the bookstore once a week when I'm out on errands to my Books A Million, and I buy books there, or the occasional, like this last Saturday, we went to Cameron's birthday and we stopped by Denise's Barnes and Noble. I just, yeah. It's all time. Time, time, time. I try to combine so much of what I do when I go out, like go for groceries, run to the bookstore, run to Michael's, do it all at one time. Saturdays, Hubster and I try to get out. So anyway, I said all that to say that I think I want to do the, and I wrote it down somewhere, what it's called, the library's audiobooks, where you can go download them and listen to them on the app. So that's probably what I'll do. Okay, so, but like for instance, the Harry Potter. I did look at because we were talking about it last week. When I was up at Books a Million, they have Barnes and Noble. They have a whole new Harry Potter display out because they always do that at Halloween. They put out a whole Harry Potter display every Halloween or month of October. So anyway, those books, the hardback Harry Potters are perfectly fine to read for my eyes, but they're $35 each. And what are there, 8 of them? They're gonna make me go broke on Harry Potter. So I will eventually read them, but I have to read them in the hardback. Overdrive, yeah. Thanks, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Overdrive. Bye, Victoria. Okay, so now we got the top here all in, started. Let's move this out of the way. So I'm gluing things to this paper. Now what I want to do is I do want this watch, I'm thinking. And again, though, you got to, let me dry this a little because I can't turn it over and stuff without it sticking to the paper. Let me see if I can wipe up a little bit here. Clean up a little as we go. All right, let me dry this. See, I want to do this like an abandoned place. This is just my base. Have you seen the illustrated Harry books? They are beautiful. I saw one big oversized one, DeMonte, but I didn't see, again, because I haven't read the books, it's not that expedient for me to, because I haven't read them. So yeah, I saw one big oversized one at Books a Million. But yeah, there's 7 books. Okay, 7 books and 8 movies. Okay, so 7 times 35. Someone do the math. There's a little spot right there. Let's glue that down. Again, this is a fake pumpkin, guys. Oh yeah, I buy lots of, when they have our yearly library sale and stuff like that. But again, it's just not convenient for me to go running up to my library every week or whatever. And I like to buy books. I like to own the books I love. I think I've bought 3 sets of them for Cameron. And he wouldn't let me borrow them probably, but he wouldn't like it. He wouldn't like those books not being near him. Yeah, I will eventually, Pat. I will eventually. It's, look, guys, look at all the stuff, it's time, Like I said, I don't have time to read much fiction at all because of all the nonfiction I like to read. So, okay. Trying to get some of the excess glue off my hands. All right, so it's not perfectly dry, but it's dry enough that it's not going to probably stick to my paper. So now, let's see. I wanted this on the bottom. Again, you know, we'll have to moisten it. I'll probably just go put it in the sink to get the whole thing wet, because I want this on here, but I'm also going to do other things. I'm going to do abandoned places, right? Let me go get this wet in the sink, and then we'll get it glued on right here. Okay, so let me go, hang on, because it's too big to put in that little bowl thing I have there. Okay, I got it wet, so let me just let it sit here for a minute. It's from a calendar. Okay. I know, guys, I'm no stranger to buying books, trust me. Or the use of the library. I am no stranger to neither one. All right, so now I'm just going to get this whole bottom here and see if I can mold this big watch part on here. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't, we'll just glue something over it or peel it off and try something else. Because again, I'm going to use abandoned places bits. And then we're going to paint. We're going to paint in there, you know, paint it all in. So let's see if I got enough here. Got to really saturate it with the matte medium. Don't go to the library. Well, that's what I'm saying, guys. I spent a lot of time making these art videos. A lot of time. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to plop it on any old place. Now, let's see if I can kind of start to mold it. I don't know if I'll need to cut it or if it'll just bend enough. Let's see if we can bend time, shall we? Because it's really saturated, so I should be able to get it in the crevices there. Not looking at chat for just a minute. I got to kind of work this. Because usually I'll use a card, you know, to smash everything down really well. But I got to be careful because, like right there, I just tore it a little bit. And some of that's because I'm trying to go on a circle here. And it's bending mostly, but I don't want to. You can't force it. Okay, now let me just kind of mold it in. Yeah, and I do. I like to own my books. Yes, Prism, I do. See, I'm cracking time there. I gotta. Gotta mold it all into the crevices, so give me a second. Alrighty. Let's see. Does that look cool? Maybe I should have put that on the top. But I think that would be kind of cool to turn it over and see it on the bottom. You know what I mean, Vern? A Wrinkle in Time. That's right. I think aren't they going to make a movie? Did I hear they're going to make a movie? Like a new movie? A Wrinkle in Time? Okay. Alright, so let me just kind of get some of the excess here, and then I'll hit it with the heat gun. Alright, let me go wash my hands real quick. Hang on. I still feel I feel all the, what do you call it, matte medium on my hands. Let's get a little bit with the baby wipe. So you can see, look at it. Can you see it all over me still? Even though I washed my hands, see, it's all, so I'll have to get the craft scrubby out. There we go, see? I just wanted to get the bulk of it off. Okay, so now let me take the heat gun to this. There's some blobs here. I'll try to get some of that off. It's coming out next year. Okay, thanks, Terry. Okay, hang on. I got some really big blobs here. Let me get some of that off because that's going to take forever to dry if I don't blob it. There we go. All right, now. All right. That looks cool, doesn't it? Well, tell us about your ATC problem button and we'll help you figure it out. I'm guessing you're talking about, is it Jen's, Jessica's ATC swap? That's the only one I know of that's going on. There's another one going on I'm not don't involve, I mean, I don't know about it. Thanks, Terry. Okay, let's see. So we got that. So see, I still got, you know, plans here. All right. Now I have a smooth this. I'm not going to use any more of this right now, so I'll just put this back in my, I like that stuff drawer. And I did go through the abandoned, and I'm talking about this book here. I have Abandoned Places. I have, this one is one that I've been tearing up. Don't email me. There's tons of them. They'll go to the trash bin if somebody doesn't buy them. So, and think how many people have bought these because we're using them. Someone's making some money off this book. And then I have the one that I alter. So the full book where I don't tear anything out of that one. I just alter it. All right, so I have some, let's see, I like these stairs. I did pull these stairs for a reason. I like these stairs, and I'd probably have to do it in 2 stages. Let's just tear them out first. See what we can get. There's some there and some here. So I'm kind of wanting like the stairs going back and forth from the top, which I don't know what I'm going to put up here yet, down to the clock. Say like this. See how the stairs, again, I'm going to have to nip and tuck and mold to get it on here, right? And I'll paint some of this, guys. Let's see, maybe do I want the stairs going around it? No, then I think you lose the stair effect if I go sideways. I mean, this stair is going to go sideways, but if I do it sideways, I think it's going to lose the effect. So we should probably just go with that. Okay, again, I'm going to have to moisten this. Do I have enough here? Enough? Because this is kind of a big piece, too. Let me get it wet. I got Abandoned Place. You did, Prisma? Oh, yay! I know you had the other one. You got the wrong size or something the first time, right? All right, so I got to let it kind of get soak some of that water in. I probably need some more water. Got to get it soft and malleable. Mine mapped Halloween on Janet's show on Monday. Oh, for her Zentangle. Oh, fun! I'm behind. And Jean, I don't think Jean streams, so I'm not behind on hers. So I'm behind on a couple, going up over the weekend to do Atlanta. Threw me off. Okay, so there's this piece too. I'm going to go ahead and get that started to get wet there. I'll just leave that one in there. All right, so let's see now. Let's go ahead. I wanted it right in here. I think. All right, so let's just get a little bit of moist on there. And I want these stairs kind of coming around here. So again, I'm going to have to like mold it, push it into the crevices and get it to the shape. This is a messy business today. When I'm old, I'm going to nip, tuck, and pull to look young and vibrant. Yeah, I knew you had a crick in your neck, Jean, and I didn't know because you said something about maybe making up for it yesterday. But I didn't see you stream yesterday either, so I'm just going to kind of mold it here, which gets it all over me, but I've got a craft scrubby to the rescue. Thanks, guys. I'm going to get to the paint eventually. You didn't? Okay, Jean. Because I looked for you was it not last night? Last night and the night before. I looked to see if you had anything I hadn't watched yet, so I could fall asleep. Jean and I fall asleep to each other's shows. I'll eventually watch them. Sometimes one of Jean's 2 or 3 hour show will take me 3 or 4 nights, because I'll fall asleep 30, 45 minutes in, an hour in, and I go back and watch it. So, yeah. I like Jean. Jean puts me to sleep. I put her to sleep while we're here live. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there we're starting, see? Stairs going up here. I just got to make the paper stick and mold to the, it is tricky to do collage on a pumpkin, or a mask. Let's be serious here. You got to really mold it into the shapes, or it's going to either come off or not be flat. Okay, so there's that bit. Now I got to keep finding some more stairs, and it is a little wrinkled. It does have wrinkles in it, but that's okay on a pumpkin. Okay, now let me just hit this with the heat gun for just a minute. Oh, there's my mailman. I have my window open today. It's nice and breezy here in Atlanta. Like the clock on the bottom? Yeah, me too, Katie. We're just doing it in stages until I get to the paint part. So there's some stairs, and probably want some other stairs, maybe some, oh, I got this one here. Uh-oh, might have left that in the water a little too long. So let's see, let's put this one on the, down here, over on this side. Okay, so let's put this one right here. I'm about to pour out some more matte medium here in a minute. Okay, so I want this one right here, I think. Let's go this way with it. I want as much of the watch showing as possible. So again, guys, to see this whole process has probably got a little bit of boring factor to it. However, that being said, I don't need to cover up all that. Let me maybe tear some of that back. But it's fun just to sit and chat too, so I don't feel bad. Yeah, and I will paint the clock hands long and make them part of the painting eventually. If y'all saw them a little while ago, I showed the masks. You can get a lot of detail. You get a whole world in there. Depends on how much time. You know, it's always about the time. If I have time to paint details or, you know, just general, not too much detail. It all depends on how much time we have. But I did want to do that book segment because I said on Monday I would. So, okay. All right, so let's dry that section. Yeah, smack and mold. That's right. Like smack and dragon. I'm drying it mostly for my convenience, so it's not sticking to the wax paper, and I can manipulate it around in my hands without too much glue. And again, this is a fake pumpkin. Last couple times I've done real pumpkins. So, all right, let's see. Let me pour out a little bit more here. And I always keep a baggie over the lid so it doesn't dry, you know, stick. All right, let's see. I need a door. So here's some windows. I think I'm going to want some of these windows. How do I want to do this? Let's see what happens here. Do I want these? Like right there? That looks kind of cool. Let's see. Let's tear that one back a little. Just kind of eyeballing it here. That can go around that way, and then I just have to get rid of about this much, I think, to make it fit. That will be cool. All right, so let's wet this. I'm going to need to pour some more water in here. Just taking it out of my spray bottle and pour it into my little tray. Okay. I want a door or a window too. I mean, these are little doors, but I want a bigger door. Door or a window or two. So let's just let that sit for a second and clean up some of this. I still got the little top, the little thing at the top too. All right, sip of coffee. Okay. Was that where I was going to put it? Yeah, I think. Yeah. All right, I can't really do or chat pack because my hands are so messy. Y'all want to talk about what y'all are reading now? What are y'all reading now? We talked about some of your favorite all-time books. What are you reading? Or let's just say, if you're not reading it, what are you looking forward to reading? Does anybody have something they're planning on reading? I still didn't see what Button's problem was with her ATCs. Did anybody give you some ideas for your ATCs, Button? Because I didn't see what happened to them. Did you just have an ATC fail? Or what? And I'm just kind of holding this here to kind of mold it while it kind of sits for a second. A book called Matched. I don't think I've heard of that one. Again, I could probably cut some of this excess paper out right here, but I'll just try to make it fold. Jean is listening to Defending Jacob by William Linday. I guess, unless Jean typoed it, It was a fail, but you found a fix. Okay, good, 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 good. Katie just finished The Painted Veil for her book club last night. Awesome. Pat just finished Bloodline by James Rollins. Very good, and waiting for my copy of Origins by Dan Brown. Is that new? I didn't know Dan Brown was coming out with another one. See, I'm not keeping up, people. I'm not keeping up. It's still wanting to lift here and there, so I'm having to really mash this down to make it mold. Kat is reading The Child by Fiona Barrett. Okay. You got the Audible Origin came out October 3rd. It's Dan Brown, his new one. What's it about? Somebody tell me what it's about, Jean. Have you listened to it? The audiobook already came out. Pat's waiting to get hers. Okay. Somebody tell me about it. Is it in the same vein as his other stuff? You know, the symbols and the... I'm surprised I didn't see it in my, because I get that, those newspapers from like Books A Million and stuff of all the new releases. Somehow I missed that one. I missed it. You haven't listened to it yet because you have 2 from the library you got to read first. Okay, yeah. All right, so I think I got that pretty well molded down. It's a little tricky there. That one, because I didn't cut it down, I just kind of smashed it down. Okay, these are Robert Langdon. Okay, thanks, Jean. Yeah, I've read all the other ones. I guess I need to quit doing so much art and do more reading. Okay, so I'm going to dry this. Thanks, Pat and Jean. See, I'm making it kind of touch here. Of course, I'll blend with paint too. But you can kind of see how I'm making the collage kind of go around the clock. Okay, so I have some more of that door stuff here. Let's put it right on this side of the stairs, because here's the stairs. Here's some of, and there's a little bit of stairage there. Then I have the window things here, so I want some of those window things on this side. So I have some more of it, as you can see. So let's tear that down. See how I can fit some of that over on this side. We're getting there, guys. It just takes a bit, Okay, so if I go that way, what can I tear down? Right to there. Okay, let's just cut it right there. So that can go here. Here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Come back here, Miss Pumpkin. All right. And that can go right up to there. And then I'm just kind of, guesstimating here. I think I can cut this part off right here. All right, let's wet this down. Wet and then glue. That's why I need overdrive. I know, in the audiobooks. Exactly, Jean. I don't even have time to do that. I don't even have time to go get the, the app and all that. And the library thing. I mean, I've got a library card. I don't know that if I need to go down there, do I? If I have a library card and all that? Can I just do it on the app without doing anything else? Can I just do it all on the app without going down there? If it involves going down there, that's probably going to be a while. Oh, wait. Let's take this out. put a layer on there. And a layer on here. Where we're leaving off. And I do want to varnish it and everything. Now, whether we have time to do that today, I don't know. Hey, Packer Die. Packer Die has 3 books. The Princess Bride, Journaling as a Spiritual Practice. I have that. It's old, isn't it, Packer Die? I think I have that book. It's probably 10 years old, isn't it? And a book about an expedition on K2 Mount by Everest. Okay. Just put in your library card number into the app. Okay, Melissa. Yay, guys. That's going to be easy. Let me get some notes here. Hang on. Okay. Overdrive. Library number. Library card number. Okay. Ooh, I hope it just, no problems. Yay. I'm going to do that today. Yes, Dee Dee, you just need I got a library card. Now, I've never logged into my library. I mean, I've never gone to my library. I've never gone to my library online. Does that matter? I've never gone online with it. Just download the app and choose your library from the list. Okay, all right. Oh, I'm excited. That's going to be awesome, guys. Thanks so much. Okay, so let's see where I'm going with this one. All right, let's kind of, again, I've got to mash it in. Give me a minute. Don't need, just go download the app. Okay, and choose a library from the list. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know, I have that book, Packer Die, and I've completely forgot about it. Because but when you said it, then I remembered it. I have that. Yeah. Just need a valid library card. Okay, everybody's telling me the same thing. Mariah Katz reading The Barbarous Years of Colonial America. A colonist versus native colonists. So I like to read things like on Roanoke and things like that. I like the mystery of it all. I use my library online for tons of things. Even put books on hold so I can just run in and pick them up. Okay. Huh. I'm behind the times, aren't I? Lindsay Boudicca by Amanda Scott. I'm molding while I'm reading. Did you update your phone and iPad to 11? No, I haven't. It just popped up for me like the last 2 days, Jean. Do I need 11 before I can get overdrive? What? Tell me, what am I gonna? Now my iPad, Jean, I probably won't do. My iPad's old. My iPad, I think, is second generation, first or second generation. I think it's second generation. My iPad's old, and it doesn't have, near the memory and all that. I don't use. All I pretty much use my iPad for is watching videos. I don't really use. I have a couple other things I do on the iPad, but I do I just don't do that much on the iPad except watch YouTube videos at night, because I can just make big screen and watch it. I don't stream on the on my iPad because I can't read chat on it when it's little, and I certainly don't do it on my phone. But I keep up with my iPhone, and my iPhone's got as much memory as you can buy on a phone. I can put all right, what's cool on the iPad, Jean? 11, ISO 11, or are you talking about the library app? I can put the library app on my iPad, but I don't know if I'm going to download ISO 11 on my iPad. Yes, she does. Musical Tatty has a little bit of a potty mouth, but that's okay. We love her. We love you, Tatty. Tatiana. I love Tatiana's really funny. She's really funny. I use overdrive on your computer. Okay. See, I would want overdrive. I want an audiobook on my phone so I could walk. I want to go walking more, and Hubster goes, you need to start walking with me in the mornings because it's nice and cool. He walks at 4:30 in the morning. Not likely compatible. Okay. No, your old iPad suggests you don't put the... Yeah, I probably won't put the yeah, 11 on it. Yeah, I got those two Q's meant 11, Gene. I read that typo. I read that typo, Gene. Those two Q's, you meant 11. I love you, Gene. But you can use overdrive on your phone and iPad, yeah, and sync them. Yeah, yeah, everything. They are synced. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I think I got that molded on there. All right. I'm definitely going to need the craft scrubby today. All right, so let me dry this. I read it, Jean. I knew what you meant. Okay, there's one little spot there. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put the ISO 11 on my iPad, my older iPad. Again, all I really use my iPad for, Boo, when she's here, I think her iPad she forgot it or something, so she used mine to watch Netflix. But I watch my YouTube videos at night, make them big, lay in bed, and watch my videos at night. But anytime I watch streamers, I have to watch streamers on my laptop because of the size of the chat, and the screen's this big and the chat's that big on the iPad. I can't do it. I mean, I could do just the screen and no chat, but I don't do that. So anyway, I watch YouTube videos on the iPad. Everything else I do on my phone or the laptop. And I have the PS7 or the 7P. So it's, Okay, so let's see. That's pretty good. Now I need some little bits like window, a door, a couple littler things. So let me look here now. I'm going to kind of dig around here. So I got these. I've used this before. I want some doors though. I'm gonna have to dig around. I might have to go into some other places. Because I've used a lot of this abandoned places half used up. You can overlay the chat on full-size video and Ustream on the iPad. Oh, you can overlay the chat? I did not know that, Jean. I did not know you could overlay the chat over the screen. I just don't usually watch Ustream at night. I watch your videos, Jean. At night when I'm in bed. Okay, let's see. I'm just flipping through the book here and see if I can find maybe a door. Okay, here's a bit of a door. Like something like this, but I'm not if I'm liking the color. Maybe that door. Let's see here. It's not like I can't paint this in, guys, but I'm trying to use as much. Okay, that can go right there. So let me get that wet while I'm sitting here. Might need some more water. Okay, and then on the other side, let's see. My hands are sticky. I'm probably going to end up gluing this book together. Flipping through it. Oh, my hand. I got my sleeve all wet with the water here. Let's roll that baby up. If y'all want to ask me anything, put it in caps, because I am keeping up, but, Okay, here's some blue windows. Maybe some of this. Maybe some of that. That'll give me something to work with. It's not crumbly. I need something crumbly. Because of the way everything else looks. I'm flipping here through the book. Trying to find, oh, here's a crumbly door. This one might work. Or this one right here. Okay, I think I got enough selection. Or this little archy thing, this right here, this arch, this might, well, let me just cut it. Run out of, we don't have time to paint if I'm not careful. Okay. All right, so we have this bit for right here. All right, so let's see. How far down can I tear that? Oh, wait, no, this bit was going to go right there, I think. Yeah. Okay. Hang on, guys. Let me get this molding going here. Okay. Now, back to chat. Don't forget your picture in the water. Yeah, I just got that out. Exactly. I did forget it, Prisma. Or Picola. Prisma. Yeah, I did forget it. Okay, I'm going to mold this down here. They feel like A1 Punk freaking out over a mouse. I missed something there, Tatiana. You freaked out over a mouse? Oh my gosh, speaking of freaking out, did y'all see? I might have to show it to you on the break, so I don't want to show anything that might be, you know, recorded copyright or anything, but did y'all see where I posted, oh, Susanna? When she found the spider, or when the spider got on her, when she was on the lawnmower? Did y'all see that? It's on my Facebook wall, if y'all missed it. I know Terry saw it, because Terry commented to me on Twitter. Oh my gosh. If you're watching this recording, go look on Oh Suzanne, or you probably can find it on YouTube. I don't know. I just find her on Facebook, where she was trying to take a sabbatical from Facebook, but she had to come on to tell the story about when she was mowing the yard and the spider got on her. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. If you're not a Southern girl, you will be after watching that. You saw it too, Pat? I know. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Okay, so anyway, Tatiana, that reminded me when you said something about a mouse. Whoa, Susanna. Yeah, whoa, Susanna. Yeah, that's what it is. Thanks, Terry. A lot of y'all saw it. Oh, the picture. Okay. All right. So there we go. All right. So now, see, this is getting pretty bad here. Let me fold this over before it starts going through, because this wax paper is like seeing its day here. All right. All right. So let me dry this. Oh, let me dry. I know, it's hilarious. If y'all have not seen it. Talking about it now in chat. Okay, so now I just got one more spot here and then we can start painting. All right, let's see. Do I want this little door? I really like this. I like this, but it's really totally not even any in the colors that I'm using. I should almost just, maybe I'll just paint that in. Because these pieces I got, I have no teal in any of this. These are kind, well, a little bit in the stairs. But I'm going to try to stick with the theme, you know. Like it looks like I'm going to go with indigo, dark orange, sienna. So these colors really, not that they have to, but you know. Let's see. But I really do like this. Maybe I'll just go ahead and slap it on. All right, so let's see. Let's cut out where the watch um, top is. See if I can get around that. Some. Okay, let's cut some of this off. I'm just kind of figuring out the space, how to get it on here. And maybe a little less on the sides here. Okay, let's wet this down. Mold this last piece in. We're going to mold one more piece. Past coyotes. I was saying this little intruder. I have just no comparison. Oh, Tatiana. Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. I get tickled by chat. Okay, so here, last piece here that we're going to glue. That I plan on anyway. Let's go ahead and put this on. All right, there we go. Slap that piece on there. And there's going to be a little orange showing. I'll just paint it out. I'll paint it. All right, so there we go. This is the last bit. Let me just mold this on here. Get this molded on. I know, Terry. She is hilarious. And I'll tell y'all one more story. She was, and this is when she came back from. She was on a sabbatical for like a day. No, maybe a little longer. But she came back. This was before the spider story. She came back a couple days before that to tell about. She was talking about how she got stuck behind the blue hairs. Now, don't anybody mail. She didn't. In the South, we say blue hairs respectfully. We mean old ladies. Old ladies with blue hair. And she got behind somebody. Okay, she got behind somebody, blue hair ladies. And I think she actually knew who they were, to tell you the truth. No, maybe she didn't. But anyway, so she got stuck behind, I think it was a LeSabre or something, old, 80s car with a whole car full of, she called it, and she tells the stories much funnier than I am, and she has a nice southern accent to boot. And so she got stuck behind a old car of blue hairs, old ladies going to bingo. And so she told a little bit of that story a couple weeks ago, right? So anyway, she came back on Facebook to tell that she had a whole long rant about driving 25, 35 miles an hour behind the blue hairs. Well, somebody who has way too much time on their hands looked at her video when she was talking about stuck behind the blue hairs and said, "No, you weren't. You're lying. I zoomed in. I zoomed in on your sunglasses and did not see the reflection of the LeSabre in your glasses. You're lying. You're just a liar. You did not get stuck behind any blue hairs because I zoomed in. And I think they said that some special app or something. They zoomed in on her sunglasses. So she came back on to talk about that. Oh my gosh. She goes, who has time to do that? And she says, and of course she really did get stuck behind them. But because this whoever it was could not see the reflection of the old lady's car in her sunglasses, they thought she was making up that story. Oh my gosh. But anyway, she's a hoot, as we say in the South. She's a hoot. Oh my gosh. So she came back on Facebook just to say something about that. But the spider story, she says she had to come back from her Facebook sabbatical to tell the spider story because she lived to tell about it. And when you hear her story, it's something like out of a horror movie. And that's no joke. Right, Terry? Isn't it like something out of a horror movie? She tells it so funny too. Oh, it was hilarious. So y'all go look, check out Whoa Suzanne on Facebook. I know, right, Lindsay? All right, let me try this last bit, guys. I know, Terry, right? It's like horror movie stuff for sure. Do it to a pumpkin, Vicky. You know, and it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be complicated little things. You can do, you know, look, I'm gonna this, even though I'm gonna expand and paint over and stuff like that, but it doesn't have to have little things. But you know, you can. All right, so now I think I'm gonna get rid of this wax paper. Put my, let me kind of get the excess glue off this brush. This goes back in the water. And I can get rid of all these because I've got hundreds of these, so I'll just trash those. All right, so now y'all are going to have to give me just a minute with my craft scrubby. Now I'm just going to start talking like whoa, Suzanne. Me and my craft scrubby. We got to have a date. We'll be right back. Okay, I didn't get every bit of it off, but I got the bulk of it off. My hands will be nice and red now, but I got the bulk of it off. Oh, it got dark in here. What happened when I was gone? All right, let me get another piece of wax paper. Okay, let me clean up some of the collage bits out of my way so I have room to paint. All right, let's see here. And the scissors, pieces of paper. Okay. Okay. You're going to go for it, Vicky? Yay! All right. Let's move my matte medium out of the way. Now, I should probably take off this ring, too. I got it matte medium all in my ring. But, okay. And I still got it around my fingernails. But okay, so now I got to decide colors. So let's get another dry palette here. Are you watching it now, Tatiana? Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Let me type it. She probably can't hear me. All right, so Now, okay, if I moved everything that I can clear a space. I still have to decide what I'm going to do on Inktober, too. I know, right? I know. I know. Yeah, Terry, she says when you are, well, I won't tell y'all. Y'all have to go watch it because it's just too funny. You got to watch it. Okay, so colors. So I'm going to want orange. So let's go with jack-o'-lantern orange. Let me take this other little thing off too. And then I'm going to probably want a sienna. Let's see here. Probably some yellow ochre too. This one may be kind of empty. Crust it up. Yeah, this one's almost empty. I'll have to find another sienna. I mean another yellow ochre. That one's almost to the, here's one. Spicy mustard, that's good. That one's almost empty too. Okay, I think there's enough there. All right, then I need like a traditional burnt sienna, brown color, reddish brown. I know, right, Terry? Are you going with the Inktober prompts? No, I am not. I never go with the Inktober prompts. I never have. No, I'm going with my own prompts. My own prompts are the kanji. Kanji. Okay. Then I'm going to go with, do I want to go with a tealy color? That might be kind of cool, actually, to go with like a Bahama blue tealy color in there. See, I see a couple places that I could have molded just a little better. Okay, let's see, maybe bluegrass green, maybe bluegrass green. See, look, I need to clean my that's terrible. Oh, a lot, Karen. But I'm recording. We've been here an hour and a half on this segment. Yeah, I didn't do the prompts. I mean, everybody has their own thing. Okay, so, and then black and white. So let's put black and white on a separate tray. Let's see here. And I just use Americana craft paints for all my collage. And white, I should probably put white on its own. Well, I'll put some here because I'm going to have to probably water it down for some spackly stars or something. Okay. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. We'll see. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to start with, let's start with maybe the sienna right in here. No, I probably want black way down in there to give it depth. Okay, I froze. Did I freeze? Is it just for Lindsay? Did I freeze? Or do y'all need to refresh? Okay, let me get a little flat brush here. Okay, so I'm going to start, let me wet my brush here. I'm going to start by putting in some black right in, and here's what we got so far. Let me just spin her around. We got fractals, we got things out of abandoned places, and we have a giant clock out of a calendar. Okay. We're on the same time, Karen. I'm Atlanta. We're both Eastern time. And remember, because I have matte medium over everything, I'll be able to wipe away paint. It'll blend with a baby wipe, and I can wipe away because of the matte medium. I can't stress that enough. Vicky or anybody else, if you to blend things together in collage, you need it coated with matte medium before you start painting, because the paint will wipe away and blend because of the matte medium. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to just wipe off the excess. I don't Sometimes I don't even clean my brush in between. I just keep blending. But now I'm going to go with the sienna color. And I'm going to go in with the black and the sienna and just kind of blend that together. And I'm going around that nice stem. I bought it because it had a nice cool stem on it. So go in there with the sienna and pulling the black out and mixing it with the sienna. All the way there. Now I'm going to clean my, I say clean, I just wipe off the excess paint and go in here with the orange. And now go from the sienna to into, so can y'all, maybe I need to zoom in one now because I've, okay, so now I'm going to pull the sienna with the orange over the top of the collage bits. So it's kind of blending that together. I don't know where I'm going with it. I'm winging it here. I'm just going to see where it takes us. And I will varnish it too. I don't know if I'll have time today, but I do plan on varnishing it with a gloss varnish at the end when I'm completely done. Okay, something like that. Now, do I want to make little white windows? I think I might want little windows all the way across. I think I'm going to do that just because it looks like windows. I think I'll do them in black too. Where all those little white dots are. Do I want them black? Because I like the mystery. If I do black windows, I can do smoke. I can do stars and smoky stuff coming through. If they're black. If they're white, then you know stars and smoky bits aren't going to show up. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and I think I might make them egg shape. So let's just go for that. Try to get there every other one. I'm looking at the bumps. I think I'll do every other one here. And then I'll paint around them. So wherever there's like a piece of the white that I didn't get, I'll paint over it. Because I'm not going to do that one, I'll do that one. Well, maybe I will do that. I don't know. They also look like big seeds, don't they? Do I want to do that one? Every other. Let's go this way and see where it leads. They look like seed pods. Seed pods. Now let's go to this one. I don't care if they're perfectly symmetrical because I'm going to have smoky bits wafting through. So Trouble, has Joycey said she is streaming later? I don't know. I haven't seen. When I'm here, I can't keep up. Oh, you're asking Terry. They look like varnished nails. If I do that one, and this one, let's see. Do two more here. And then I'll paint some of the other stuff out. It just looks cool, doesn't it? Even if it's just like this, I like it. But I want to put a story to it. All right, so let me hit this with a heat gun. I think last year I think I gold painted. I painted the stem gold, or maybe it was silver. I don't remember. All right, now let me clean my brush and think a minute. I think I want some of this blue coming up. So let's start down here, like around the door. Accent the door area. And then maybe right in here too. And then maybe have this coming up. Whoops, get away from you. All right, now I need a baby wipe because I'm going to start blending. And you can blend and wipe away with the baby wipe or your finger or a brush because of the matte medium. So I'm going to kind of blend that into the, because I want it all to kind of flow together, right? I could almost put two little pumpkins right there by the door. That would be kind of cute. Because I'm thinking I want this to come up somehow like that. It's a background for something. I'm just kind of talking to myself, guys. Just trying to think of what I want, where I want it to go. And then I can have it come around. Where do I want it to come down these stairs, I think? Come down this way. Maybe I'll have water coming down those stairs. Okay, that comes across that way. Then we'll have water coming down here too. So we'll have this as our base. That'll be good. Okay. All right. Yeah, serendipitous pumpkin painting. Yes, by the doors. Yeah, I know. I just think that would look cute by the doors. Hang on. Let me get a little bit of that blue out of my brush. Now, the orange is a little bit more translucent, so I'll probably need a little bit of white in there just to get it more opaque. A first base coat. So let's base coat it with more white in it, and then we'll go over it with orange, because the orange is translucent, and we don't want the exact same pumpkins. We're gonna have them two different shapes and sizes there. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a minute because we'll have two pumpkins there. Okay. All right, so now let me play with some of this up in here. I think I want a little bit more, that's sienna. I might want a little bit more red to it, like a maroon color. Let's see here. Napa red. Let's see if I got any left in this one. Yeah, that's better. It's a little gunky. This one's a little old, I think. Okay, so I'm going to mix, I think, those two. A little more red than brown, but a little brown in the red. There we go. Because around these windows. Still want it kind of creepy here, you know. So let's put a little red. I'm going to get rid of that green. And then we'll add some orange to it. And then there's the stairs. Right there. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let's see. I'll hold it up here in a minute, but I gotta just make, you know, go around here and get it all. Okay, so something like that. I want some more orange in here, so I don't want to cover all this up because I want orange in there. Okay, so we're getting there, getting a start. I like it so far. I don't know where you're going yet, but hang on. All right, now back to the orange here. Oops, I'm picking up where I had the white. Don't want white in it now. It's kind of a tedious thing. I don't know how interesting it is to watch, but I'm enjoying chatting. You know, keep some of the stuff y'all are saying in chat's funny. Let's get at least this top section done, and we'll... Ooh, that breeze feels good coming through. Maybe y'all can talk, if Joycey's not streaming, maybe y'all can talk Jean into streaming later. All right, Francis, thank you. Unless y'all have already trick-or-headed somebody into streaming in a little while. I'll see how much more I can get done in 45 more minutes. I don't know that I'll get to the point where we varnish it, but I'm going to try to get, you know. Stay in camera here. Hope everybody's having a good hump day. Where's Phil? Where's Phil? Hump day. Good try, but you... Okay, Jean, that was a nice try. All right. I'll probably be here till 1, so that's another 45 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all see who's if Joycey or Janet or somebody else wants to stream. I mean, I don't mind streaming longer. I really was going to get out today, but you know, I'll stay locked in the studio for you guys, chained to my desk, cranking out art projects. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do it if I didn't like to. Trust me. Okay, so there's the first top little layer bit going on there. Now what I want to do is, let me dry this. Let me clean my brush because it's starting to get a little crusty. I need to go check my mail and get coffee though. I will have to do that because my coffee is ice cold. All right, hey CB, let me dry this. Okay, now let me get my white paint over here and maybe a, I don't know, maybe a pokey tool. So I could just splatter, but I think I'll just go with the pokey tool. Where's my poke? Oh, somebody asked me the other day, Monday, when I was using the stickles, why I didn't get my pokey tool out to poke a needle pokey into my stickles because it was clogged up. I want y'all to look at this. Look at my pokey tool. It's so crusted over with paint because I use it to open up my paint. It's not even a point anymore. Look, I mean, I could probably take sandpaper to that and sand off, but this is supposed to be a needle tool. So it's no longer a needle tool. But however, that being said, where's my thinner brush? I had a thin brush here. Here we go. Let's see if that one's, it's a little flared, but it might work. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit just to tie in the purple. That's too thick, though. I'd have to. What I want to do is try to prop my hand on here, and I want to do like just a shadow on the side of each one of these. It's going to be very subtle. You probably won't even be able to see it. Just a little bit of the blue, because I want to look like this is a window. What am I going to do with you? Not only do you need new sponges. No, I don't need sponges now, Jean. I know you're relieved. I know you are relieved that I was Connie. Connie sent me a bunch of sponges. The makeup wedges, these, because mine were pretty crusty from paint. And Jean had a stack of them ready to mail to me because she couldn't stand to look at them. And this is a little crunchy that I'm going over. I mean, I'm going over some layers, so it's not exactly the neatest job. I'm trying to steady my hand here. And I don't want it too thick. See, I think my brush is a little too big for this process. But I'll go back in there with black and thin it out. Let's just go ahead and get them on here. You could contact Susanna as she. Did anybody else besides Tatiana go look at that? Oh my gosh. Oops, too thick. I'm going over humps and bumps and That's too thick, but I'll let it dry and then I'll go back in with black and thin it out. Let's just get the blue on there. And then I'll... Okay. All right. All right, back to the black here. And thin, I want to thin these out because the little line I made is kind of thick. So I'm going to go back with the black and thin my little shadows out. I hope y'all are able to see some of it. I'm trying to keep it so you can. Make that a little neater. This one I need orange on the bottom. Really messed that one up. Doesn't really have to be that neat because I'm going to put mist coming through it, so it's all pretty much going to get covered up anyway. I'm holding my breath, so if y'all hear me go, ooh, Hubster always teases me. Well, he doesn't that much anymore because I don't do it that much, but when you hold your breath when you're painting, then you let go of the breath and you go, ooh. He says I'm moaning. Why are you moaning while you're arting? I'm not moaning, I'm holding my breath. All right, now let me fix that one. Needs orange under it here. A little orange and sienna. Or some yellow, one or the other. Okay. Let me dry. Now, where's that pokey tool, if you want to call it that? I know, it's pretty bad, isn't it, Jean? This baby's probably 20 years old. I don't know how long I've had this. Ever since Making Memories, I think. Came out with them. This is an old baby, as is my Heat. They're old. I mean, I think Paul and I both have the same one. The Marvy Uchida. I don't know. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because it's not a pokey, it's not pointy anymore, I am going to try to put some stars in this. Let's see how this works. Splatter works better, but I don't want to have to clean off splatter from everywhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap them in. Tap in my own stars here. Non-pokey tool. It's a pokey non-pokey. Like sorry not sorry. And you want thick and thin ones, you know. Some thicker ones and then go down some lighter ones. Okay. There's a start. It's looking good. Okay. Now I want to highlight on this side. Let me dry it though, so I'm not, because, you know, I'm afraid I'm going to drag my hand through something. Now let me go back to, and this brush is flared. That one I had. Let me get another brush. Let's see. I got some newer ones here. Let's get a little one here. This one looks good. I just buy cheap craft brushes. Oh, and by the way, I found my red plastic palette knife. It was in a box. That's why I don't put anything in boxes. Oh my gosh. It was in my box that I keep all my sketching supplies in. I don't know how it got in there, but anyway. All right, so now I'm going to get some of this yellow. It's starting to dry out already. I'm going to put some of that yellow over here and just knock back so it's not pure white and it's not yellow, it's not gold, but just a little bit of light. So let's see if that might be too bright still. I might need a little bit more of that. Starting to dry out because I do have the fan blowing right on me. People been popping and hey, Kathy K-Berg. Okay, thanks. I just want a little bit of a highlight right at the top. Just a tiny bit. That might be too much. I don't know. Maybe you should have gone with orange. Let's see. I'll put it down, then I can go back over it with orange. And remember, I'm going over, I glued down paper. I'm going over, like, you know, collage down paper, so it's bumpy. Because I had to, you know, it's rounded. It's a pumpkin, so it's far from perfect. So, Vicky, when you're gluing down, you'll see that it's not perfectly flat. There's little bumps and wrinkles and stuff. It's okay. It's supposed to be there. You get as much out of it as you can, but, you know. All right, let me dry that. Now I'm going to go back over it. Maybe I could just do it with a pencil. Let's see. Well, where's my orange pencil? Let's see if I can just go over that with pencil. Maybe, because I'm just going over paint. I just want to knock back so it's not that bright. I want it a little bit less. I want a little bit of highlight there, but not like, because I'm getting ready to put mist through here. And pencil will go over acrylic paint, even if it's bumpy. Okay. Now I want to do let me get a flat brush. I want to do my mist and some water because we're going to start working our way down, right? We're going to start working our way down here. Oh, let me put another coat of orange on here real quick because I had to white it out so that it'll take the orange because the orange is so translucent. So let's go ahead and block in our pumpkins, watching over the door here. Then we'll dry that. We'll come back and put in little jack-o'-lantern faces, or we'll see. Okay, let's dry that. I don't want to bubble up my paper. Okay. Now, let's see if I can do this with a brush. I usually do it with a baby wipe. Let's see if we can thin this out. All right, first let's go ahead and start with the water, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that. So it's easier to do with the brush. And then the mist. It's almost like dry brush. Kind of maybe a little splash right there. Maybe like water kind of building up right there on the top. I don't know, right there of the door. So you got to watch those bumps and stuff. Oh, thanks, Pat. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I'm not done painting the background here. So I just want to see where it's going to go, because it's going to go over the pumpkins and all that. But there's a start. This right here needs a little bit more fixing here. Go back to some orange and sienna right here. Let's do a little blend out there. So I want this to kind of curve. All right. Okay. Now the water's also coming around this way. And it's going to come around this way. And it's going to go rolling down these stairs. Maybe we'll have it go two ways. Come down this way. And then maybe it'll pull up and come back down this way. Have to get that just right though, that right angle there. That's my plan right there. Now it's just a little start, but we'll see how that goes in a minute. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Okay. All right, there's a start. Now, oh, thanks, Pat. Now I got to really have it very dry. I don't, because it's so bumpy. I'd really would rather do this mist with a baby wipe, but because it's bumpy, I can't drag it very well. So what I wanted to do though is come. Where do I want it to start? Let me see the other side. Maybe from here. going to try to do it with the baby wipe. It just doesn't blend out as much like I want. I'll just have to work with it. Because I can't get in those little grooves. Yeah, this isn't going to work either. Probably have to do it with a brush unless I can just kind of really work it in those little crevices. It's probably going to have to be a combination brush and baby wipe. I want to kind of weave in and out. I got some, I'm gonna need fresh baby wipe. Too much paint on that one. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll go over the top of that one. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at chat for a minute. I'm kind of concentrating here. Thanks, Kathy. It's a little tricky on a bumpy pumpkin, but I think I'll just have it come right across there. And you have to have some places thicker and thinner. And then this, we'll just have it come right from there. Okay, so now it needs just a little bit more lighter mist. So let me dry this, and then I'll do some of that with the baby wipe, I think. We'll try, hopefully. All right. I have to decide on the stem still. Do I want it gold? Do I want it black? I think we did it one year. We did it black with a gold rub and buff. I think we'll do that too. I'd go with that. All right, so now I'm just going to get some white and I want hardly anything on the baby wipe. And I just want to kind of, that's not even enough. Kind of, it's going to be tricky. It's tricky on a pumpkin. But I want it to kind of, be a little bit more smoky in areas. Let's see if I can do this. Because I'm having to go in and out of little crevice, you know, the bump of the pumpkin. Maybe if I stroke it this way here, I'll be able to get that effect. Black with the rub and buff, y'all think? mist isn't up to par, but I'm working as best I can with a bumpy pumpkin here. No, I don't want that going up that way. Oops. See, I got to get a clean baby wipe. All right, let's go with that for now. All right, let's try that. Let's do that real quick. Let's dry this, take kind of a, let's do a stem break. Because I got to still do all the other doors and windows and everything down here. I don't think I'm going to finish in 30 more minutes. Just saying. Actually 15, 30 maybe, I don't know. Okay, so let's see, because there's stairs here. See, I wanted this to have, let me make a little gray here. I want this to kind of come across here. And I got to do the watch hands. So all these little details, but you have to have the base done, you know, like we did, before you can get to this part. Little window right there. I like that. Maybe I should do more of those. All right, let me get a little black down here. I'm going to kind of blend some of this in. Hang on, guys. Just do a little bit down here on the watch, or the clock, rather. So I just got some black and gray in my brush. Some of the areas where I glued two things together. And then the water's coming down somewhere down into here. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Now, do I want, let me see, I think I do want to kind of make it rough. Hang on, let me get a baby wipe here and get a little bit of black and gray now, because I want to kind of make this not perfect. So let's kind of rub some on, wipey off. I'm getting the baby wipe. You're welcome, May. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so now I just want to kind of blend that, because I'm going to remove those watch hands too. Gotta decide where they're going to go. Oh, the bumps. The bumps. All right. Now, wipe off some of the excess. And I like the orange cracks. I might put those back, some more exaggerated orange cracks. You know, let's go back with this black here. Okay, let's do a little blend. All the way around. And it looks so cool when you varnish and it's nice and shiny. I was hoping to get to that. We'll see. All right, now the watch hands, I'll wait on that. I'll wait on the watch hands. I'm actually thinking maybe an orange Posca might be the way to go. Let's see. Let me get one going here. See if this is too dark. The orange. Okay. So I'm thinking with the orange Posca paint, we can do cracks. Again, I love, this is the kind of stuff I like doing. It's also the most time consuming. I might even be able to do some with a little bit of pencil on top. Let's get the major cracks in here with the Posca though, because that's a paint pen. Oh, I'm holding my breath. Okay, I think I want one coming down from over here too. Maybe coming up to these pumpkins. It's too high there. Okay, maybe a couple of just random little cracks. Little hairline cracks. All right, let me dry this because then I can see if I can take a pencil to it too. Where's my orange? Sharpen. I don't know how interesting this has been today, guys. Sorry. I mean, it's just like, it's time consuming. Time consuming. I want to do the stem next. Okay, so now I just want to add a little bit of imperfections in those lines. More so. A little more little hairline cracks, see, like this. And it's because it's got the matte medium and acrylic paint that you can do some of this here with the pencil on it. Can y'all see those little hairline cracks? You love the cracks? Okay. All right, so we'll stop on the hairline cracks for now. So we haven't done the pumpkin faces yet either. Okay, so let's do the stem. Where's my stem? There's a brush. Bye, Terry. Thank you. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and paint the black stem black, and then we're going to rub and buff it. So I'm just going to paint the whole thing black. And there's some little, see the little things sticking out. Remember, this is a fake pumpkin, guys. I bought it, it's a plastic one, you know. I bought real ones the last couple years. Uh-oh, a little bit of water seepage there. I think I got a little water in my brush from somewhere there. Last couple years I bought a real one and did it. You'll be able to see all this when I put the rub and buff stuff on it. All the little swirls and dips and stuff in the stem will show up. I'm going to put that on. All right, let me dry that, and then I just use that, the kind of rub and buff that's like from the scrapbooking days. I'll show you in a minute. Let me dry this. Yeah, Picola, I probably just set it on its side because I still have to do the watch hands coming across it. I want the watch, so you could just set it on its side to display it like this if you wanted to. I'm not done painting. Any of this has still got more paint to go, guys. It's just, you know, I'm trying. I'm trying to get it done in 2.5 hours. But the watch hands are going to come off and go across here. Now, if I don't like the direction they're going, I can always put them in a different way. But I'm kind of thinking this one will go right up here, right through that door, and then come up. Well, that one will be fine. Then this one will come across here and probably come through the window, maybe through one of these things here. So we'll see how the direction leads. Okay, so let me get that rub and buff stuff. is little scrapbooking ones. They never dry out. This thing's, I don't know how many years old this is. But I guess I'll just go with gold. If I had a teal, I have a blue. I don't think I have a teal color. Let me look. Well, I got this one. It's kind of a, it's not really that teal though, but maybe. Let's go ahead and try that. So you just put it on your finger and you just, let's see if I can do this. Okay, so let's see if I can hold it in one hand, kind of push it against myself. All right, so with the rub and buff, you just barely touch, and it brings out all the, see? Can you see it? Get a little more. So like right down inside the stems there. Trying to maneuver into all the crevices. Okay, so can you see down in there? It's really kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see, guys. I can see it really clear, but okay. There, now you can. See it right there? Okay. Let's see next. Let's go back with the gray here. I almost want to just blend that. I think I'll do that with my finger. Well, let me put my brush on the water. I think I'll blend with my finger some of this. Almost like smoke. That would be cool. Almost like it's kind of the smoky, misty bits are coming up out of these windows. We could do that. Let's start with this. Kind of like a haunted house or something. We could put little people in the windows. Ooh, we're going to do that. Okay, let's put this, whoops, spin it around. Let me get some more gray made here. Let's go on this side. Kind of make it look like a crumbly, castle-y looking haunted housey thing on this side. Kind of like that. Now, let's see here. And I think I'll make like a real bright window on each top of each one. And then a little person standing in some of the windows. Whoops. Sorry, guys. It's kind of hard to hold on to here. Okay. Because you gotta kind of keep spinning it around to see what's going on all the way around. Okay, now I'm gonna get a fresh baby wipe. A little bit of the, do I want it with the sienna? Yeah, I think I want pencil shaving in there. I want a little bit better blend right in here. Top of the gray a little bit. Janet, are you still here? Survivor's on tonight. So I'm just kind of mixing a little bit of that sienna with the gray so it's not a harsh edge. So you kind of can't tell where one begins and the other ends. We'll do our little pumpkins too. And some more water. Ugh, it's not going to get done. Well, a lazy Susan wouldn't do it because I have to hold it and I'm, turning it so many different ways. It can't just stay on one, like a pottery wheel. All right, let me dry this and let's go back in. Okay, now I need a real light gray with a brush, preferably a angle. Let's see, oh, I want more water. Oh. Let's see. Let's try this one out. That's too, that one's too big. Need a smaller brush. There we go. Oh, she did? Okay, thanks, guys. I didn't know Janet had gone. Okay, thank you. Not designated survivor, Eileen. Survivor. All right, let me see if I can kind of get that light enough gray here. Let's see if that's pretty much the same color. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of fix some of these little windows here. Actually, I'd like to be able to put some little circular ones up there. With maybe a little bit of light coming out. Stickles! Don't make me get out the stickles. Where's Jen? I want some of these to be a little brighter on the top. Those little, like, circular little windows up there. Just trying to do it with the back end of a paintbrush. Some stickles coming out. All right, let's see. Do I have any on this side? Yeah, here we go. And I'm going to put little people in those windows. Let's put one here. One here. Get out the stickles! These aren't the best circles, but if I put light coming out of it, it's not going to matter if they're perfect anyway. So it's gonna just change the shape. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and dry that. could actually do it with a Posca pen on those circles. Okay, let me get my Posca black pen or a Sharpie. Where's my black Posca? Let's see, do I want it sitting right here? Oh, I got one in my box over here. I'll use my rings. Move everything around to get to it. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay, Pat, thank you. So now with my black here, what I want to do, what to put some little people in some of them. Not everyone, but does that make it look creepier? Well, yeah, that I was going to do that with Stickles, Suzanne. I was going to do orange, actually. But we could probably put some yellow, too. I was thinking orange. Okay, so see? Is that kind of cool? Let's put one over here. Let's put one down. Kind of space them out, you know. What do y'all think? All right. Actually, could probably even do a little bit of shadow around. Well, that's too much time consuming. All right, let's go back over on this side. There's a little staircase here. Let's put one on the little staircase. You can probably barely see it. There's a little tiny, like, you know, fire escape. I can't get it any closer, but there's little stairs coming out there, like a little fire escape. Yeah, he uses orange though. I think Thomas Kincaid uses orange, because that's why I use orange too. Because Thomas Kincaid uses orange for the glow, you know, a light glow. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go here to my little door thingy here, and let's have somebody standing there too. What do y'all think? And then do I want little, like, jack-o'-lantern eyes? Because I still have to shade this. I don't know. I think I just wanted a pumpkin. If I just do pumpkin, which then I can just do the lines here of a pumpkin. Where's my lid for this? Let me set this down. Let me get a sienna pencil. So I'm going to do a pencil. Don't know if this will be dark enough. I might have to paint it in. Just to make them pumpkins sitting there, not necessarily jack-o'-lanterns, you know. Might have to get out the paint on it. We'll see. that. There's a start. I haven't seen any Thomas Kincaid videos. There's videos, Suzanne? I didn't know there was videos. All right, do I want stars down here? Maybe I want to splatter. Let's finish, now let's see what I want to do next. I think I want to do the watch hands. So let's go ahead and start probably maybe with a white Posca, and then I can go over it with a color. I got to decide where the hands are going because I want this one to come up. This is going to be a little tricky. I got to play with it because it's bumpy. I'm just putting white down as a base. So I can find my way. And then probably come right through there and up into the water. Maybe it'll come right on that person there, like something like that. And then have a, maybe a, I know it's kind of tedious and y'all probably can't see very much. Okay, so that watch hand, and again, I'm going to paint it thicker and dark, make it look like a watch hand. I'm just trying to find the direction where I want it to be. Like right to there. And then this one will come this way. Where do I want it to go? Through a window? Maybe right up to this little person. Let's see. Or... don't like it really stopping right there. I'll have to think about where I want this one to go because I'm messing it up now. To go right there. I actually kind of want one coming this way too. Because we can have as many hands on our watch as we want. Maybe this, well, no, because this is where the water is going to come down here. But I think we got pretty good in 2.5 hours. Okay, now a few more stars up in here, and then I got to do, all right, let's go with the yellow, like Suzanne said, because I want to do stickles. Let's see, do I just want yellow paint? Kind of a yellowy orange. How about that? We'll compromise, Suzanne. Uh-oh, just stuck my hand in there. It's a mess here, people. All right, let's see. Let's get the back end of a brush and do the bright light, and then I'll do a few stars, and then some stickles maybe. I'm not going to, obviously not going to finish this today, right? Or finish it in the next 15 minutes. Need another window on top so that the watch hand, yeah, I'll have to put in my own window, yeah, so that it has a place to go. The watch hand has a place to go. Good thinking. Good thinking. So I'm going to do orange stickles. This was my plan. Coming out of these windows. All right, I'm afraid to set it down. I don't know where I've left off. But it's a fun mess, that's true. So I'm not done with my water either. Could almost just use a little bit of, nah, let's don't do that. Let's don't do that. Let's don't do that. We don't have time to finish that up if I start that. Okay, so, drop that in the baby. There's black paint right there that I keep forgetting because I can't see it. Alrighty. Alright, let's take a little peek at everything we have so far. See, this water, I'm not done with in here, but this is going to come down more. Like it's going to have more detail. But what I wanted to put up here was some of these kind of stars like this. Let's go. Rather than like a splatter stars. It's really tricky on bumpy pumpkin. But I'll go over this with orange too. So let's just kind of splatter some of those around. Let's put one down here. Could be kind of crooked. Oh well. So thanks for everybody for being here. I'm going to be finishing up here. I'm not going to do another segment. I'm going to put some stickles on here. Now I'll have to let the stickles dry and all that, and I'll just show you how I'm going to do the stickles, because I really don't want stickles on until I'm finished painting, because I have to handle it. It's hard to handle it when it's when you got the wet stickles, right? There's one there. I need one more, maybe two. Okay, so let's put one right up over here, I think. And then I've also still got to do my Inktober. I haven't done my sketches or my main piece. All right, one more. Where do I want it? Let me just kind of look at it from all angles. Probably right here. And I'm going to add some orange to these, like orange shadows to these stars. I'll put orange shadows under them, but I got to let all this dry and everything. Okay, so we're getting there. And then here's the back. I have to still draw in the watch hands with turquoise. I think that's what I'm going to do them in. I have to find a liner brush. All right, don't have a liner right here. Here's one. Okay. So I'm going to take a liner brush, and this is probably getting crusty here. But what I want to do is, with the liner brush, so straight, there's a hair in there, probably one of mine. And I'm going to have these watch hands I have to rest my hand on it. Are going to be turquoise. I want this a little thicker down at the base. You like the little tiny people? All right, let's go this way because that side's wet. So let's see if I can. Going over a bumpy pumpkin here. I'll have to fix this a little. There's a bump right there. All right, hang on, let me dry this, and then we'll do a little stickles in the windows, just because that's all I have time to do. So, I will finish it. And like I said, on these little stars here, I'm going to want to add orange to them. Let me show you here. Don't know if you'll be able to see the difference. So I'm going to do this with all the stars that are really white, and I'll probably put a little orange in the window because I'm going to stickle them now. These anyway. Can y'all see any of that? I don't know, guys. I'm so zoomed in that it may not be. All right, so now let me get some stickles. I hope I don't need a pokey tool. All right, let's see if my orange stickles does not need a pokey tool. Because I don't have a needle either next to me, around me. People. Okay, so, and I could probably do these stars. Let me test one here. There we go. Because these are going to have orange on them too. So, again, I won't be able to photograph this or anything probably till tomorrow. So if you're watching this recording and want to see the finished thing, it probably won't be posted till tomorrow. And what I do is I take like multiple pictures, like 3 or 4 from different angles. Okay, so there you go. But what I wanted to do is these things. These are where I wanted the particular glow to. Okay, so before I can do like these, let me, because it's still too white. Let me go back over here. So like this big star here, I still have to get the orange on there, even though I'm going to go over it with orange stickles. But that white is still too bright. So I'm just going to go over it with the orange. Just to knock back some of the brightness of the white. And then go with the stickles. Got to be careful not to stick my hand in this one now. So these little pumpkins, I think mine was like $5 at Walmart. You know, I know Michael's and other places sell them too, but they're really more expensive. If you just get a cheap one, because you're going to cover up the whole thing. You know, if you're going to try to do one like this, just get the cheapest ones you can find. Don't get the nice decorative ones that are $20 or something, or Dollar Tree or something. They probably all sell them. And then I'll probably do just a little bit of a glow on the tops of the white windows here, just so it looks like there's some light coming out. Just a touch. So that's where I'll head with all those. Again, I'm going to varnish this, so it's going to, the whole thing's going to be shiny. The one with the high of the year. Oh, thanks. You're so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. And I think your idea of the yellow really made it pop even more. So, yeah. See, like right here, see, it needs a little, I see too much white in that line. And so here's a little bit of orange on the tops of those. And I might put some stickles, clear stickles, on the water. But I'm going to varnish it all with a glossy varnish. So, you know. But there you go, guys. Let me go ahead and turn the whole thing for you so you can see. Again, this will be another one of those orange stars. And then we'll have orange around there, orange star. All the way around the watch hands. We'll have to finish that. And the pumpkins, I still got to finish painting in those. And I'll probably put an orange star right on that too. And then there's the bottom. So I'll finish it up, and when I do, I'll take pictures from all angles. Top, bottom. Dollar Tree has them, Suzanne? Okay. And I've handled this so much that I've probably took off most of the rub and buff. Because I want to varnish that. So I'll have to re-rub and buff that and then varnish it so you can't, because it'll move. You know, rub and buff is unless you seal it. And I've been handling it, so that was something I should have done at the very end. But anyway. So yeah. The little people in the windows. Let's go back over to this side here. So there we go, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Sign it. Yeah, well, I'll give it. I don't remember if I signed the other ones because I knew they were gonna. You know, Hubster took them to work, and then when they collapsed because they were real pumpkins, he just threw it away, right? But this one's, you know, this one's not gonna collapse, so. But I'll finish all the little windows and all the details and all that. Now I got to clean up, get something to eat. And sometime today I've got to do my Inktober, my kanji Inktober. So thanks, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You're welcome, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out all day. And if you're here and you missed part 1 of today's show, well, it's not just another segment. I did a whole bunch of like 25 books, 24, 25 books. Talked about some of my favorite books, so y'all try to go back and watch that. This is the abandoned pumpkin place. Yes, it is, Suzanne. Thanks, Suzanne. Thanks, everybody. Okay, bye, guys.